Taurus, I'm seeing that there's definitely communication that could be at hand. In the nature of which you present yourself is how you will understand the message that is meant for you. Be discerning in how you approach this communication coming forward. There is something coming forward for some of you in Taurus. This is the Taurus Collective. This is also the Arcana Veil. Let's have a look and see what's up with the communication for Taurus. Maybe it's something to do with adjusting how you communicate as well. We have Leo here. Interesting. You're going to perhaps connect with someone in the Leo household. Maybe this is also perhaps related to your communication. That might change here. We have Strength. Also another Leo, another Lion. And we have Messages. Definitely, as I've just said, there is communication on its way. You're being given a heads up here that Strength is the Lion frequency is coming forward. We also know that a lion requires its pride to be recognized for itself as a leader. It is also the feminine, the lioness, that does the hunting. So if you're finding yourself here in a connection, there's definitely something that you're seeking to find out. There's messages coming towards you and you are being given heads up to decide how you're going to accept these messages. Right now, as I said that, my ears actually started ringing. So there's definitely something in that for you. Let's have a look and see what the tarot has to say. Of course, this may also be for those who have Taurus in their chart, but doesn't necessarily have to be Taurus itself. So this is Sun, Moon, and Rising as well. We have the Leo also perhaps in your chart, so have a look where that is and what that represents to you and the frequency that you're going to be experiencing or will be facing. Information has come over time from within the ethers for me to be able to receive it for you and to give you the communication that you require on this question. Timeless message as it is stands. Emperor underneath the Lion here, Magician underneath Leo here. This is a very specific message. Seven of Wands underneath the message, communication, Wands. You're being given a little bit of a heads up here. Could also mean that you are now finally accomplishing the report or the rapport, Knight of Coins, in how to bring across what it is that you seek to want. It looks like you finally, the Sun, have been able to ace that ability to set things in place. Very solar-like frequency here for an earthy being such as yourself. Where your placement is, wherever the placement is within your chart is meant for you to understand what you need to work on. It is based on the ability to come out into the open, to be more visible, to be more presentable, to understand and to know that you have the ability to garner or garnish or generate the strength that you've been looking for. It says that you're all switched on and ready to move forward, but it also suggests here, you see there's the lion here as well. So you got a lot of lions in your chart, in your reading here, sorry. So it is definitely for someone very specific who may have Leo somewhere in their chart. That might perhaps be a north node or whatever it might be for you. However you look at it, I'm not really going to go into the astrology here. I'm just looking at the frequency of the message for you. We will find out what message it is that is coming to you, but so far I am seeing that you're being given the guidance to establish a new way of doing things, a new way of addressing and experiencing your immediate environment, that which is within your capacity to shine through, that which you wish to bring across to others. Perhaps some of you have been feeling like you've not been noticed or not been validate it for yourself, because I can see that that's definitely something there. If we need to understand what Leo means here: brave, playful, leader, fun, warm, protective, charismatic. So you're coming into a leadership role here, essentially. And the lion in itself is a symbol of strength and a symbol of courage and a symbol of being a leader. And so you are uniquely a leader in your position of what it is that you have, and in the way that you communicate across what it is that you seek to express. We have the Knight of Coins here, that there might be some of you that may actually experience or acquire financial remuneration coming through because of the way that you've been presenting yourself. You also know that the sun here on this end, suggesting that it is because you've become more visible to yourself, that is why you're able to become more visible to that which must come to you. Essentially, you're looking at a magnetic field of energy that is created from within the nature of your consciousness by holding position, Seven of Wands, what it is that you wish to experience. In other words, your thoughts are magnetizing what it is that you seek to experience coming towards you. Let's have a look and see what is in the underworld. And this is the upper world. This is also the proverbial subconsciousness. So we'll see how this is then mined to find the right way of information, the jewels that you seek to put on your crown, since you are experiencing your own leadership skills here. Let's have a look. We have the King of Wands under the Magician, very powerful. It's not like you didn't know that you have that within you, since you're going into a fiery frequency here. You're being given a new course in direction to follow. When Earth becomes fiery and energized into fire, it means you become like the lava that moves through the mountains and carves out new environments or lands and worlds even for people to live on eventually. But it does come with some sense of effort. We have the Five of Swords here, definitely under the Emperor, saying that you'd be clearing up those things on a mental level where you might doubt your own ability of your own strength. Perhaps you've also been listening to a few things that do not really serve you in any way, shape or form, but other is then designed to actually take some of your energy away from you. Yes, we have the Ten of Swords here under the Seven of Wands, indicative of over investing in looking for the right answer everywhere but inside of you. I think this is a lesson for all of us. It's not always easy to find it inside, especially if it's cluttered up with a lot of swords. How can you see past that? But then the nature of this reading suggesting that you actually have the power to even melt those swords away, very much like the lava would move through. Remember, fire and earth becomes lava. I don't know. Some of you may live on an island where there's a volcano. We have... Oh, okay, this card is called the Universe. And the Eight of Cups, which I will take here. The Universe here. Also the world in this deck. Very particular deck. Suggesting that you're definitely coming into a perspective of recognizing that the universe is your friend. I think everyone's heard this now. The universe is your counter-creative partner or whatever. But how do you really interpret that? How is it really understood? Well, the fact of the matter is you're undergoing you're changing shape. You're not that which you used to be. And it is happening in that way because you required the change. You've sought out movement faster than what you would normally have had before. The nature of Taurian energy is very methodical, very paced, very going forward and pushing through boundaries, breaking through walls. In this way, now you're turning into a comet. And essentially, you're now picking up speed and you're lifting off and you're actually cutting through things that don't work for you anymore. I hear cutting through the BS. I hear bamboozling, steamrollering, breaking down things that don't actually belong to you anymore, that don't serve you. You literally are breaking down old foundations within yourself. And you can only do that with the assistance of the universal frequency that is giving you the energy to do that. So you should be feeling more quickened, more energized, more focused in where you're wanting to go. We have the Eight of Cups here, walking away from things that is now lit up to you that you don't need. Literally, I'm seeing here that you're turning away from those things that, even if they look like they are shining, happy people and they're all for you and they're cheering you on the sideline, you're actually basically saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going into the path that I actually want to have for myself. What about me? It's always been about others, but never was I recognized for myself. So that is what I'm hearing from some of you. Going forward here, overall, let's have a look. See, we have the Three of Swords here. Definitely where there was that conflict that you've actually had to come out of and rebuild new elements to support you. Basically seeing someone broken your heart a little bit with lack of trust. Things that you realize that don't work for you anymore. Nine of Pentacles here. Over the Emperor. Definitely you've been carrying forward a lot of responsibility for where you've been needing to go. We have the Seven of Swords here over the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Thief. If it's a thief, there's been definitely a focus on siphoning of your energy. Eight of Cups here showing how it was siphoned by using your emotions against you, or perhaps taking your emotional energy from you, feeding off of it, and you're basically becoming single-minded. You're focusing on yourself. Doesn't mean you're selfish, it just means you're focused on self-care now, and really just avoiding and basically evading that which has been in your way all along. You're basically slicing through all of these things. Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords. What is in the mind is within the actions. Seven of Wands here. You are single-mindedly focused on a pathway going forward, and you're not taking the BS from anyone anymore. I will leave this with you, Taurus. This was your reading. Until next time, thank you.